Hello fellow viewers, and welcome back to another video about this little guy named George. As you may know, George is a Virginia opossum that I've found and took care of ever since I seen him in the basement. I was wanting to make this video about a comment I received that stated,
"I'd love to know more about George. He seemed very content with his life. How do you usually take care of him?"
and that's what this video is going to be about. But before that, cue the intro. Welcome back. Of course, times change, and George isn't a little Joey anymore. Joey is the term for a baby opossum. Males are called Jacks. And yes, females are called Jills. So since George is a Jack now, he isn't the same as a Joey anymore. But I still take care of George the same way, with a little bit of changes here and there. But when George was little, he had a problem with his leg, which I can cover in another video. So I had to keep an eye on him and make sure that he was still alive. George was very weak when I found him, but giving him some TLC, he made a full recovery. This is me waking George up so that he can start his day.
Wakey, wakey, it's time for school. Come on. Wake up, it's time for school. Come on, man. Are you ready for school?
I would of course feed George. Right here he's eating an apple. I love how opossums use their hands for their food. So it looks like a person eating, since their hands pretty much look like ours. After an opossum is done eating, they usually clean themselves. You might think opossums are filthy creatures, but the truth is, they're outside in the wilderness and don't have much time to clean themselves because they might be trying to find food or protect themselves from predators. But George here has all the time in the world.
I'm free!
But after George is done eating, I usually just hang out with him and have him on my shoulder. So I guess I was like the Iron Giant. When there's still some sunlight, George and I would spend our time outside. As you can see, George isn't walking quite normally. It's like he walks in a circle to move forward, which isn't normal for opossums. But this was because of the problem with his leg that I mentioned earlier. After George is done with his workout, I take him inside and I feed him. The amount of times I feed George can vary from day to day. Some days he might just sleep the whole day through. After all of George's crunching and smacking, I take him to bed and make sure that he's comfortable. This is a bit of an insight of how I take care of George. But thank you, viewer, for sticking around until the end. George and I appreciate the love and support that this channel gets. We're already at 12 subscribers, and that's pretty nice. Until next time, though, stay safe and well, and God bless you.